What's happening, beautiful human beings out there? It's yours truly, Xavier Smith, aka Mr. Xcellence Smith, aka Coach X. You know the one. I've got all the aliases, but only one mission. I've been sent here to impact, inspire, and improve your life for the better. And today's no different. We're talking about physical activity today, and we're going to dive a little bit deeper than I was when I was talking about it last time. So if you're ready, I'm ready. So let's get it. Alrighty then. Welcome back. My name is Xavier Smith, your host, and I'm with, united, and in allegiance with Conscious Leadership Network. And I want to thank you. I am just letting you know right now, I got both my feet planted in a river of gratitude. And I'm so thankful that if you watch this now, you watch this later, whether you watch it or not, I am grateful regardless. And today, I'm just going to get in front of the camera and kind of give everything that I have to you. And if you, in hopes of you watching or connecting with this later. So if you are in the vibrational vicinity, thank you for tuning in. All right. Xavier Smith. And before we get into the meats and potatoes, nuts and bolts, I wanted to spend a few moments and hopefully give you guys a couple of moments to get on board with me. Just in case, I did invite a couple of people that I knew I could count on. So hopefully they'll show up too. In the meantime, because I'd like to go deep with my connection, and we're in a different scene these days now, right? We're doing more from home, more in the remote space. And I kind of miss that one-on-one personal interaction without the mask. So in my feeble attempt to work around that, I'm going to give you some things that you may not know about me, because for some of you, you might be just tuning in and just seeing this ugly mug for the first time. All right. And I do apologize. I did my best to do some face maintenance, and I know I got a face for radio, but that's okay. All right. So I'm going to give you 3 things about me. That's my first segment before we get into the meat and potatoes. Here we go. So I'm going to share 3 things about me. They may be all true, they may not be true, or something in between. You get to decide. Post your comments below because I want to know. So 3 things about me. Number 1, I'm a grandfather and I have 15 grandkids. I also wear a hole in my sock when I'm on stage speaking as a reminder to keep me grounded. And I like chocolate-covered raisins, preferably the dark chocolate. I don't like the milk chocolate. 3 things about me. Alrighty then. So there you have it. I would love to get your feedback. So like I said, post your comments below because I definitely want to know. That's 3 things about me. So let's get into this. We're talking, the main topic, the main focus today is physical activity, right? So before we get into that, let's just set up a kind of ground structure, because this thing right here that we're talking about is subjective. It's subjective to your world. It's subjective to mine. It's subjective to the big world. So let's bring Wikipedia into this. Hey, Google, define physical activity. Define physical activity.
According to Wikipedia, physical activity is defined as any voluntary bodily movement produced by skeletal muscles that requires energy expenditure.
Hey, Google, stop. I got Google in the kitchen trying to give me a definition too. So there you have it. Physical activity can mean a great many things to a great many people. But in a nutshell, for me, in my world of excellence, it's all about movement. And right before I got on the camera, I had to get my vibration up. And what do I use to do that? Music. Okay. So within our CLN, which stands for Conscious Leadership Network, I asked that question about a day or so ago, and I've got some brilliant and amazing answers that are coming back to me. So you should think about joining this group if you're looking for an escape from the mold of mediocrity. But in that group, we're talking about a lot of things, and movement and music, I should say, seems to get people in the right mood. And I use it for the same reason. So Tina Marie was in my vortex yesterday and today. So we're talking square biz. And as a personal trainer, busy at the game of helping people get better at life through fitness since 2007, I find that movement is a place where a lot of people kind of struggle. Here in America, I won't bore you with the statistics, but we are in need of some great help as far as movement, with obesity rates being like one of the top killers of people here in America. We have a problem. And I wanted to step in because I've had my own scare. When I was 29, I had a heart attack. And make a long story short, I spent time asking myself better questions so I can create a better life. Flash forward to now, I got into the coaching space. I dove deep on personal training. I wanted to go deeper by offering more. And so I became certified as a life coach. And I still wanted to go beyond that because I wanted to use my personal experience after having a heart attack to turn around and help other people avoid some of the pitfalls when it came to health and wellness, and mainly nutrition. So I got certified as a health coach as well. So that's me in a nutshell. And when it comes to physical activity, I get to now switch gears and tell you a little bit about what I like to do. Now, before we get there, coming up, going through high school, the big dream, right, was to get into like the NBA, or in my brother's case, he wanted to go to the NFL, and he was just about there. We have another fantastic story coming up about that once I get my younger brother involved in this. So stay tuned for that. But for me, I realized that I wasn't going to the NBA. I stopped growing at around 6'2", and now I think the guards are 6'5" above. So I'd be a little guy on the basketball court nowadays. So there was that. And so I really started, before I kind of got awake with like my true inner self and what I like to do to express my movement. Before that happened, I was doing everything that everybody else was doing, like going to the gym, doing standard movements, linear movements, things of that nature. And now I have found, for me, just for me, I have found a better way to express myself. So that's what I'm going to spend a few moments talking about real quick. I am big into expression through movement, mainly my body weight. I do have boxing in my background. I do have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from the Air Force in my background. And I've had to use those skill sets to keep myself and some of the people around me safe with spending time overseas and such. But today, I get to do things like, let me just show you so you can get an idea. Yeah, so that took place almost around this time of year last year, learning I'm on a path towards mastery, right? Mastery of my body. And for me, physical activity means being able to do whatever I want my body to do on demand. And I'll have enough endurance and knowledge and skill set to be able to do that on any surface, no matter what. That is what my definition of physical activity is. Here's some other pictures. Like I have a dungeon. It's called the Mr. Xavier Smith Fitness Dungeon nestled in the sunny Arizona area. And since then, this place has helped me garner over 100 and internet-wide over 140 five-star reviews. Boxing happens to be one of the modalities that a lot of my lady clients like, so we do that. Here's another picture of me. This was like 2 or 3 years ago when I first got the itch to, travel this lesser known path called bodyweight calisthenics training. There you see me in the crow position, trying to learn how to use my muscles in the most efficient manner possible. So things like that, that's what kind of gets me tuned in, turned in, and tapped on. Tuned in, turned on, tapped in, however you want to say it. That's what floats my boat. The question is, what are you doing about physical activity? What would you like to do about physical activity? A lot of questions that I ask when people are thinking about hiring a personal trainer or a guide, that I like to ask them where they are, where they'd like to go, and how do you see me being a piece to that puzzle? Because is not life but an experiment, right? That's the way I see it, and it's been working wonderfully for me and my clients. So to me, that's what physical activity is about. Whether it's through dance, whether it's through going to the gym and pumping your muscles, and whether it's going to Venice Beach and, doing it outside in public so everybody can see. All of those modalities work, right? But which one works for you? That is the power question. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to, spend some time and kind of share a little bit of my world with you. So like I said in the beginning, if you are vibrating at a vicinity near me, I want to thank you right now for tuning in and just being inspired. That's part of my mission. Like I said, I've been sitting here to impact, inspire, and improve the lives of others on a daily basis. And today's no different. So as I bring this train down to a close and get out of your hair, let me ask you, what can I do to serve you? What can the CLN community do to help you create a better life instead of wait on your life? I can't wait to hear your answer. Well, my name is Xavier Smith, and I want to thank you for being here with me. If you watch this on a replay, use the hashtag replay, please, so we can become aware of what you like. And in the meantime, if you haven't already done so, join us here in the CLN group. We'd love to have you. The water's warm and the people are awesome. Hey, I got to go. That's my time. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.